The king is back. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for another top 10 Nolan North video game performances.
Oh, thank you. This is really nice. I feel like, is my mom here?
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're going to be looking at another set of characters portrayed by the one and only Nolan North, and ranking them based on their popularity, impact on the gaming scene, as well as Mr. North's unbridled acting talent. He did win a BAFTA after all. Get ready for light spoilers and mature content down the line.
He thinks I do not know, but I do. The blood will protect me.
Number 10, Hades, God of War.
Your progress is impressive, Kratos, but your skills will not carry you to your ultimate goal.
While most people tend to associate Clancy Brown's unmistakable voice with the Greek god of the underworld given his stellar performance in God of War III, he wasn't the first one to step up to the plate. While something of a cameo, Nolan's role in the original God of War saw him as something of an ally to the Ghost of Sparta, granting him hellish new powers to use against the forces of Ares.
Take this weapon, Kratos. Take this power and use it to defeat your enemies.
Even so, you will still be feeling chills after getting an earful of Hades' monstrous voice. Jeez, even when he's being helpful, this guy is creepy as sin.
Rule the gods, Kratos. Go forth in the name of Olympus.
Number 9, Sigmund, Ratchet & Clank Future, A Crack in Time.
Hello? I'm sorry! I was only trying to help! Back up! Don't make me use force!
If there's one robot that could give Clank a run for his money, at least in terms of adorableness, it's Sigmund.
Yes, of course. Sigma 0426A. But you can call me Sigmund.
The resident junior caretaker of the Great Clock. This slightly dense machine not only gave Clank all the hints and tips needed when it came to repairing time, but also served as the game's main source of comic relief.
Oh dear! We're late! Come! We don't have a lot of time!
Sure, he can't hold his own in a fight, but he's still a keen ally to have when all of space-time starts tearing itself apart, especially when voiced by Nolan North. You earned that promotion, Sigmund. Good on ya.
Please don't go.
End recording.
It's dangerous.
Number 8, Jason Fleming, Shadow Complex.
Didn't you say the other night at the bar that you could keep up with me?
You were hitting on me. I'd have said anything.
His cocky nature, approach to women, and sudden burden of responsibility might initially remind you of a certain treasure hunter. But regardless, Fleming still makes for quite the entertaining protagonist, especially since Nolan clearly had a blast playing the everyman who's forced to gun his way through a nefarious organization.
Let's see how they like it.
The hilarious interactions he shares with fellow actress Eliza Jane Schneider certainly endear him, in spite of the fact that he never knows when to stop the chatter and focus on the shooting.
Jason Fleming. I'm no one. And everyone.
The game may have been a smaller one, but that doesn't mean Nolan's performance was diminished. Far from it.
What about you?
These bastards are planning to invade San Francisco. The best case scenario, I stop them cold. Worst case, I delay them and whatever cavalry you call finishes the job.
Number 7, Ghost, the Destiny series.
You don't know how long I've been looking for you. I'm a ghost. Actually, now I'm your ghost, and you? Well, you've been dead a long time. So you're going to see a lot of things you won't understand.
Given how this floating machine was originally voiced by Peter Dinklage, it'd be a daunting task for any actor to pick up the role following the Game of Thrones star's departure. Thankfully, Nolan easily stepped into the role of this AI, supporting the Guardians with a decent mixture of exposition and robot sass.
Well, what?
I wasn't talking to you, little light.
I'm a ghost, actually.
Despite Peter Dinklage's shadow remaining over the character, Nolan was still able to put his own spin on things, especially when he really got to cut loose in Destiny 2.
I am a ghost. More importantly, I'm your ghost.
Hopefully the eventual sequel will give him more content to play with.
The only place the Traveler can still protect. It took centuries to build. Now, we're counting every day it stands.
Number 6, Remy Duvall, Mafia III.
Salesman.
Olivia, the people of this neighborhood expect me to protect them, not some greased-up wop assholes.
We've seen Nolan North play villains before. Just look at Mafia II's Clementi.
Felt like a what the Oh, shit!
Lucky bastard.
You assholes!
However, none have come close to the sickening nature of this radio personality. Encapsulating the worst of 1960s Louisiana, Duvall is a white supremacist who uses his position to preach family values, which by his definition means shunning those who aren't purebred Christian American. On the off chance the immigrant and black communities don't listen, he has his own KKK-inspired group known as the Southern Union to assist with more violent forms of persuasion. We love you, Nolan, but even we have to admit that in this case, you more than deserve to be tied to a cross and set on fire.
Our very way of life is at stake, and you think I give a goddamn about some casino? Sometimes I think you've forgotten your station in life, Olivia.
Number 5. The Boss, Saints Row 4.
We lost 20 points. We can get them back.
They're at 20 points.
I'll admit that's a little lower than anticipated.
So you agree you have a problem?
Nope, you do. You're the communications director. Fix this.
You know you've made it in the industry when you get an entire voice pack named after you. Sorry, Troy, this is far more than a gimmick.
Okay, hold on.
This was cool.
No, it isn't!
While sharing the majority of the same lines as the rest of the other bosses, save for a few select and hilarious nods to his actor status, Nolan managed to make the outrageous and slightly sociopathic president all his own.
You're more fun as a gang leader.
We have a country to run. Fun isn't part of the equation.
Where's a septic truck when you need one?
We're not picking sides here, fellas. Let's just say that you'd both make equally investing and unashamedly crude politicians. Gotta admit though, Nolan's got some major singing chops.
I go to bed early
And I party all night.
Our friends are saying,
We ain't gonna last.
'cause I move slowly.
And baby, I'm fast.
Number 4. August, Tales from the Borderlands.
Wow. This is awesome. I loved robot stuff when I was a kid.
There are anti-heroes, and then there's August. While he might seem like your average thug prone to bashing in the face of Pandorians, deep down, this traitor is just looking for someone to love, while also bashing in the faces of Pandorians on the side.
Oh, you're not gonna like this part.
He's certainly prone to violence when the situation calls for it, but as we discovered along our epic episodic road trip, he's not such a bad guy, all thanks to Nolan injecting a fresh wave of sensitivity to the character.
Your mom would have been proud.
Yeah, well, you didn't know her.
Yeah, no, I didn't. You're right. It's just a thing you say, and I'm gonna shut up now.
Hey, thanks for shutting up.
Number 3. Modi, God of War 2018.
But now, everyone's gonna think I only got it because Magni's gone. It'll be a joke. But if I kill you, no one's gonna laugh at me.
Over a decade later, and Nolan North once again returns to clash with Kratos, albeit this time in the form of a son of Thor. Standing alongside his brother Magni, unironically played by Troy Baker, Modi was in many ways the more developed of the two siblings.
And where do you think you're going? Oh no, brother. The little freak's got a bow. What are we gonna do?
Oh sure, they both reveled in the joy of taunting Kratos and Atreus in any way they could. But after Dad of Boy ends up slaughtering his bro, Modi is revealed to be nothing more than a spineless coward, who ultimately meets his end when Atreus goes through his murder puberty phase. Kudos to Nolan for perfectly encapsulating the hubris we've come to associate with these particular Nordic gods.
Thor, blame me. Me. For what you did to Magni.
Number 2. Rocket Raccoon, Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale series.
Go away.
I am Groot.
What? You heard me. Oh. I can't believe how selfish you're being!
You think this now iconic gun-toting trash panda is nothing more than comic relief? Then prepare yourselves to have your minds and your feels blown away.
That's a nice dream, Lila. I promise you'll see it again. Just you wait.
Diving deep into Rocket's past, not only did we get to witness all the heartbreak and tragedy that came from his time with his beloved Lila, we also got to explore the edges of his cynical and somewhat selfish personality.
Whoa! What the hell?
Thought it was pretty damn obvious that I didn't want to be around you.
Whether you side with him no matter what or end up disagreeing at every turn, Nolan's almost visceral performance will put you through the emotional ringer. Who would have guessed that we could have gone from admiring a talking raccoon to downright despising him and then back again numerous times over?
You know what, Pete? I wish the Forge had never brought you back. Yeah.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Gentlemen, we're burning sunshine here.
This is not right. My plan was perfect.
Number 1, Edward Richtofen, the Call of Duty series.
Screw this crap, Richtofen ain't even on his list.
Wow, you know what? Richtofen. That's an epic fail, guys.
We're sorry, we're sorry, we're sorry, we're sorry, we're sorry. As requested, here we have the Doctor.
Nein, Maxis must wait. They will be here again soon. I must prepare the defenses. Start up the conversion generators.
As one of the pioneer characters to come from the Call of Duty zombie maps, Richtofen is a crazy German scientist, otherwise known as the Butcher, due to all the cruel torture he's inflicted. And yet, thanks to Nolan's performance, he's since gone on to become one of the most beloved characters in the entire franchise.
Long ago, I made a promise, a vow, to protect him. In order to keep my word, I have done bad things.
Oh sure, he's still nuts. But then again, you'd have to be when taking on hordes of crawlers.
Oh, I think I found a lever. Perhaps this will turn on the light.
No! Let go! That's not a lever! Richtofen!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.